Hey guys, this is New York Prime, aka Cup of King. Welcome to my latest video. This is a redo of one of my older ones, but it's because it's something I can talk so much about, and it's because I know I can do a better job, and hopefully I will. So if you enjoy this, please like, comment and subscribe. Now on to the main video. Enjoy! I'll start off by asking a few questions. Is there a type of music that represents you, that is you to the core, that says a lot about you? For me, it's nu metal. Nu metal is something that I've always loved from the moment I first heard it. The mix of rap and metal, even though I don't like rap. Which is odd because a lot of the stuff I like about nu metal does come from rap. So if I don't like rap, why do I like nu metal? It's because of the way it's done. It works so well with metal. I just love the way that it's incorporated, the way it mixes in, the way it's blended. I love the layers on the music. It's not just one thing, it is a mixture, and I love that. Talking of mixing things, nu metal mixes a hell of a lot of different elements. It mixes the hip hop, rap, like I said, but it also has industrial, it has metal of course, and elements of rock. But the core idea of nu metal is to make it more interesting, less boring than the classic rock and metal. That was the idea originally, to remove stuff like the solos and things, just to make it down to the core of the music, which was normally a basic riff, and that was pretty much it. But bands that changed it up and added other elements to it really ascended above the others. Bands like Slipknot, Korn, even Limp Bizkit, even though I don't like them. That's one thing I'm going to talk about later, is bands I don't like in nu metal, but are definitely nu metal, and why I don't like them. I think that's one of the reasons I love nu metal. It's because there's different layers. It's not just one thing. You've got elements of the industrial and the metal or hip hop and stuff like I've said, but there's also other little things sprinkled in that really sort of just change it up. When I was younger, all I cared about was it being heavy. That's all I wanted, was it to be heavy and to be able to mosh to it. But as I've grown older, songs that I didn't like, I love now, even though they're not as heavy as others. It's been 20 years or over. Oh, I think it's 20 years. But since then, my taste in music has changed, but I still love nu metal. It's just other songs that I never really paid attention to or gave a chance. That's the thing, I never gave a chance to certain songs because they didn't interest me. They weren't heavy, they didn't have an interesting riff, they didn't have the scratches, because surprisingly the scratches add a lot to it. It adds a different layer. But as I grew older, I've given other bands a better chance. And bands that were heavy, I have a better understanding of their lyrics and even the deeper meanings to a lot of the songs. A band that has a lot more depth and a lot more complicated elements is Mudvayne. Even though they're well known for the meme, the Berber Ding meme, they have a lot more to their lyrics and to their sound. Even a few years later, the Berber Ding memes are still funny. I find them funny, but it's a rabbit hole you don't want to go down. But the actual riff is surprisingly complicated and well put together, and it should be complimented for coming up with that riff rather than being made fun of. Yeah, it sounds funny, but also sounds pretty cool, in my opinion anyway. To be fair, even Dig itself, the lyrics about is empowering and confident song. Even though it's a little bit too violent in places, I actually really like it, and I like what he's trying to say. You're not going to be changed, you're going to fight back, and you're going to fight the people that are changing you. That's how you should be. That's a good message in my opinion. Quite a few of their songs do an in-depth look at mental health, and it's done really well, and it shows the battle against it, to fight it, which is very interesting and really well done. And many of their best songs are about this subject, and you cannot deny Chad Gray has one of the best voices, be it his clean singing, his growls, or his in-betweens. They're all so good. I'm going to go through a few bands that I really do like, but it'll be a bit quicker than I did Mudvayne. I love Swanshank. I love the fact that I can listen to them at any time. I don't know why. Just whatever mood I'm in, I can listen to them and I can really enjoy them. They're one of those bands that just help me feel good. But it's not quite a feel good song because it's aggressive, but it's got that immature feel of shouting at your parent. But I love it. Yes, it's more commercial than a lot of new metal, but I really like Swanshank. Swanshank, except for their last album, because that wasn't that good. But all their older stuff is really good. Next up we have Dope. I love Dope. Dope are one of my favourite bands, though recently I forgot to listen to them. But I love Dope. I love their sound, their vocals. It's just, the vocals are incredible. Just the way he says fuck is fucking amazing. I love Dope. Dope really just, there's something about their stuff that I love, I can relate to. Again, it's got that sort of silly, have a go at your parents, or have a go at everyone attitude, but I actually really like it and I relate to it. I Am is one of my favourite songs of theirs. I love that band, but most clubs only play Spin Me Around cover, which is a good song, but there are so many more better songs. I really like Dope and I'm glad I got to see them at least twice. Next up we have Static X. I love Static X. Static X are incredible. Their old stuff is just brilliant. There's an industrial sound to them. Their look is incredible. The vocalist, Wayne Static, who died a few years ago, he's so good. He was so good, should I say. And their sound, their look, it was just so different. And it was so good. I know I've said that a few times, but to me, it was just so good. Next up, we have Korn. Korn, what can I say? There's so much to say about Korn. Korn are the granddads of new metal. They are the best of the best. Even their newer stuff is brilliant. The middle stuff not quite, but the newer stuff I love. I love their style, I love their sound, and I even love the Korn gibberish. The Korn gibberish is just so good. But if you want a more hip hop sound, listen to their early stuff. I love Korn. Next, Slipknot. Slipknot is my favourite new metal band, but it's probably the band I listen to the least, which is funny because I love Slipknot, and when I do listen to them, I enjoy them, but I don't listen to them as much as the others for some reason. I would still definitely class myself as a maggot because I love Slipknot, and if I get a chance to listen to them, I always do love them, and I love Corey Taylor's vocals. Again, it doesn't matter if it's a scream or a rap or a singing. He's brilliant. He's one of the best vocalists of our time. I know Mushroomhead are considered a copy of Slipknot, but they're definitely not. Their sound is so different. Yes, they wear masks, and yes, there's more members just like Slipknot, but Mushroomhead have a quality that is different. Their sound is so different. I just love their sound. Again, it's more hip-hoppy, but I love it. I love just that the quality of their music is so good, in my opinion. They are one of the best bands. I listen to them a hell of a lot. One of my favourite ones is the song they did based on, what was it, Game of Thrones, called Crows. Among the Crows, that's it. Such a good song. And the last band that I'm going to mention that I really do like is Paraman 5000. I know many people don't listen to them, but I love their sound. They were on so many soundtracks. They were such a good band. And their newer stuff is very different, but I kind of like some of it. Not all, but I do like some of their newer stuff. But their older stuff was always different. And yes, it is the brother of Rob Zombie. And now we get to the fun stuff. The stuff I don't like. There's two bands that come to mind, or even two songs that come to mind when I think about new metal I don't like. One band is definitely Crazy Town. I just don't like them. They were so bad. But one song, the cringiest, oh, Come My Baby, I can't, Butterfly, that's what it was called, yeah. Butterfly, I hate that bleeding song. But when I'm drunk, at the end of the night, I don't mind dancing to it. Then, but only then. Because it is cringe, it's horrible. I hate that song so much. Though it is totally harmless. To be fair, the one song of theirs I do really like is Drowning. Yeah, there's less rap and it's got a more commercial singing chorus, but I like that song. I reckon that's their best song. And next up we have Limp Bizkit. I hate Limp Bizkit. To be fair, Wes Borland was the only good thing about that band. He made the riffs cool. He made the sound really good. And Fred Durst, he's just a dick. I hate his vocals. I hate his rapping. It just sounds like a kid trying to rap. It's horrible. I hate it. I think that'll do. But that proves there's more good than bad in nu metal. I love nu metal. Nu metal is the thing that is my core. I love the essence of nu metal. I just love being able to stand up for myself because of the influence of nu metal. It helped me to stand up to myself, for myself, not to myself. But nu metal for me is something that is special. I love just hearing it. To me, it's the music that makes me happy the most. To me, the extra sounds added by the DJs and added by the percussion elements just add a different layer to nu metal. I love that because for me, nu metal has so much going on. It's so busy, and I just love it. I can remember the first time I listened to Slipknot. I don't know why. Maybe it was the cover, but their first album was in a shop called HMV, and you could listen to it. So I did. And I absolutely loved it and bought it there and then. For me, it was a special moment because it was just my love of nu metal and love of Slipknot. It was just, wow, this is crazy, this is amazing. And I just loved it from then on. It's that simple. I will always remember going to Beer Keller, which is the local club that I loved. It's no longer around, but it will always be remembered. They played a lot of nu metal, and you know what? I loved it so much. And I will always remember the times I was there with my best friend Bryony, who also isn't with us anymore. But the memories will always be there. And the Beer Keller is where I learnt to mosh. I loved moshing. For me, it was an adrenaline rush. I loved it. It was always fun, even though I got a few bruises, black eyes and so forth. I absolutely loved it. And yes, when I worked at the Marriott Hotel, I did get in trouble because of the black eyes and bruises and stuff. I have no clue if I've done a better job than last time. All I know is I've done a different job. Let me know in the comments if you think I did a better job than my last version of this, which I did in 2017. Now I've talked more about the bands and stuff that I like. I've gone into detail about different things that I like about nu metal and with things to do with that. But most of all, I hope you can see my passion for the music. There are many bands in the nu metal scene, and you're bound to find something that you like, because it is so different. Nu metal is often looked down upon. But you know what? I say fuck you to that. I like it, I don't care. You can never change that opinion. What I like is what I like. I don't mind if you don't like it. You're allowed to not like nu metal. Just as I'm allowed to like nu metal. So it's no big deal, is it? If you like nu metal or don't like nu metal, let me know in the comments. Let me know why you do or don't. And if there's a type of music that you love that people don't understand, or you just want to talk about it, then talk about it in the comments. Please, I want to know what people think. I hope you enjoyed this look at why I still love nu metal. I hope you have a better understanding of me as a person and why I like it. If you have, then please like, comment and subscribe. And even share. There are many more videos. There are a few videos like this and a few reviews of nu metal. So you bound to find something that you like. And if you do, I'll see you in the next video, guys. Bye for now.
Thanks for watching New Dark Prime. Please like, comment, share and subscribe.